Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. As you can tell by the title of the video, we are going to start taking a look at the calling card prestige masteries that opened up with Season 6. I am almost at the point where I'm unlocking the third set for the season. And as you know, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I kind of like to work on more than one thing at a time. So we're getting to that point. Now there are some that I did see that were kind of a singular activity where I couldn't do it with something else. So I worked on those specifically, only a few. But we're getting down to it now, so we're gonna go back to hardcore in this thing. So let's take a look at what the challenges are, starting with the first mastery, which is 22, and that is Animal Instinct. So the first calling card to unlock is to get 100 ADS operator kills with pistols. Now I still had some leveling up to do in the 9mm Daemon, which I did complete, level 21 out of 21, which is the gun I used to accomplish this. I still have some camo work to do. I've unlocked all the base ones, but I still have the completionist. But over the course of unlocking those, this is what unlocked that calling card. The next one is Wolf's Wrath. Oh boy, the FOMO's real with this one, guys. Complete 75 base daily challenges in multiplayer or in Warzone. Now, I don't play Warzone that often. I'm not a fan of Battle Royale. So I do all mine in multiplayer, and if you look up there on the left, you'll see that they have the 3 daily challenges. You can complete all 3, usually in a match or 2, depending on what they are. And I want you to take special note of today's. It is to get 1 operator kill with claymores, that second one. I'll come back to that in a second. But overall, I've just been knocking each one of these out every single day. 3 for 3, logging in every day. Next one was Endless Battle, which is 50 kills with shortly after swapping your weapons. Now what I do there is I select the perk that allows me to bring in 2 main weapons, and whichever one I want to work on in order to level up, I use that as my secondary and just bounce between the two of them. It's pretty easy. This is kind of a passive one, but yeah, just switch your weapons around and you'll get this one unlocked. When I first saw this, I was not excited. 25 kills while swimming. But I'm at 15 out of 25, and I'll tell you why. In multiplayer, you have the Zarqua hydroelectric map and also the Vondel waterfront. So you can grab yourself a pistol, jump into the water, and I usually do this on hardcore, and you can swim around until you either see somebody in the water with you, or you can catch somebody running or heading across land. Now keep in mind in hardcore, you don't get the breath line like you do in DMZ, so you gotta make sure you don't drown. But stay in the water, you'll come across people. Sometimes if you're just tucked in, they'll give you the kill. But this actually, I've been able to do a lot more progress on this than I thought I was going to. It's a bit campy, but sometimes these challenges are. That happens. But as you can see, in one match, I went up from 15 to 18. So we're moving right along with that. And honestly, I can't complain. I thought this was going to be harder than it is, but with those 2 maps, I mean, don't have to get into Warzone to do it. Alright, and that brings us to Prestige 23, known as Eat Lead. And the first one is Beautiful Distraction. That's get 100 mounted operator kills with snipers. Now, I've got about 10% of this done. I did that in a ground war match that I played, but it wasn't really focusing on this. My advice to you, while you can do it leaning against a crate or a box or something like that, or a wall, if you bring a sniper rifle that has a bipod mount, that counts as mounted. And it's just a lot easier to get those mounted kills with a sniper using that. You get to pick the spot you're laying in instead of being, designated by any architecture. The next one is Money Blaster. Get 50 operator kills with claymores. And this one's very easy on shipment. Just drop a claymore in a corner or an entryway or something and wait for somebody to run into it. And if you'll remember, today I have to do 1 kill with a claymore. When you set a claymore, just remember, don't put it too close because they'll be able to run past it before it explodes and only slightly damage instead of kill them. So the next one is called Smoke Tricks, and it's to get 100 long shot, 1-shot operator kills. Now we're combining 2 things here, the 1-shot kill plus a long shot. My advice to you for this one is this can either be sniping on like a ground war map, or more likely do this in hardcore And you're going to take a marksman rifle, maybe a pistol, or a shotgun with slugs, because in hardcore, any kind of a headshot will be an instant kill. And it's a lot easier to get long shots, single kills with those guns. You can do it with LMGs, SMGs, but just stick with marksman rifles, pistols, or shotguns. And any map on hardcore, if you know the lanes, you should be able to do the long shot 100. Like I said, I've gotten 10 out of 100 already without trying it. Next up, we got King Ham. Get 50 melee operator kills with non-melee weapons. When I first saw this, I thought, man, this is ridiculous. But you'll see here on this map, yeah, I came out of the water. You can't focus on your missions. Boom. This person's using that survivor perk. If you can remember to just resist the urge to finish them off, probably shouldn't have gotten that kill. Resist the urge not to just finish them off. You can get those melee kills from guys. I was surprised at how many people were running survivor perk that I was able to do this to. And it's hard. It's hard to resist. You know, you down them and you just want to finish them off. But oh yeah, that's right. I got to do melee kills. So that is where this challenge, that's the challenge. Resist the urge. Also, if you execute them, that is not considered a melee kill. Occasionally, you'll catch people who like to lay down on maps, or you can sneak up behind them. Again, resist the urge to get that execution. And that, quite honestly, has been the real challenge for this, is to recognize that moment when you can still get a melee kill with a non-melee weapon. That's anything, even launchers can count, but that's the hard part. Resist the urge to just react and recognize the situation for what it is. So you can tick off another mark on this box. But I've had fun with that one so far. Moving on, we'll go to Prestige 24. This is the near future. I have not unlocked these, but they're on the horizon. Get 25 operator quad kills with shotguns for Swirling Crimson. That's going to be MX Guardian or Doof Doof on shipment, hopefully. Not going to be good for kill confirmed, but or grind, but probably a domination is going to be the best one for that. Next is Gotcha, which is 25 operator kills by sticking them with thermite. Yep. If you watched any of my earlier videos, you know how good I am at sticking people with thermites. So yeah, I was excited to see this one. But you know what? It's going to make us a better player. So we're going to get it done. That's going to be some great content as I whiff and throw thermites over people's heads and miss them. Another sneaky little thing here is if you hit them with a thermite and another teammate will catch them with a gun and kill them, and they get credit for the kill before your thermite kills them. Had that happen, it's going to be fun. Next up is the Knight, which is get 50 low blow operator kills with melee weapons, killing enemies while sliding. So I don't do a whole lot of sliding. I do diving, but I do definitely need to get sliding under my belt. And I do have some room with the Tonfa and the dual Camos that I still have some leveling up and some camo work to do. I'm not sure if the Tonfa is going to be a guaranteed one-hit kill, and I'm not sure if you're going to come out of the slide before you get the kill. If not, we'll go to the pickaxe, because I know the pickaxe will do it in one shot. But that'll be a learning experience, make me a better player overall. So hey, I'm all for it. And that's one thing I do notice about doing all these calling cards, is it does help you branch out. You're trying new things, you're doing things that you're not used to, and overall it does make you a better player. So I'm excited about that one. Next up, we have 150 Avenger operator kills, killing an enemy who recently killed an ally. If you play shipment on this, you will tack these things off like you wouldn't believe. This is a passive mission. People are always killing people on shipment, so it's not going to be hard at all to get 150 Avenger kills. I am interested to see how long the timing is that you can get after they've killed an opponent to where you get an Avenger kill. So that'll be some effort for science. And then finally we got Prestige 25. Deep in thought is get 25 operator triple kills with submachine guns. Shouldn't be too hard. Lockman Shroud is amazing. 9mm is great too. No more practice is spot 100 operators with a spotter scope. This I'm going to do mostly on ground war, and I'm going to combine it with not only leveling up the snipers, but also getting those mounted kills from that previous one, and with ride and fire, which is also a new one, get 30 extreme long shot operator kills, killing an enemy from an extreme distance. We're going to find out what that extreme distance is while doing the spotter scope, while doing mounted. So we're going to be able to knock 3 of these out at the same time. And I'm going to be interested to see what the game considers extreme distance. This one's going to be fun, and I'll definitely get some content out when I'm working on these. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer before I've unlocked this last Prestige Mastery. And then the final one is Unspent Shells. Intercept 50 equipment with the trophy system. That's going to be pretty easy. You go on to shipment, and anytime you've got hardpoint or domination where there's an actual objective that has to be captured, it's usually a haven for grenade throws. So pop that on. You can blow 3 things up before it explodes itself. Trick to that's just going to be remembering to actually throw the upgrade once you've got it. That's one of the hardest things I have, is remembering, oh yeah, I've got this, let me throw this down. So I'm going to look over here real quick. We're going to cover some weapons challenges. I'm at 116 out of 120. I've done the long shots with almost all of them, just the Tempest Razorback left over. Then I've got headshots, and the Orion camo is already done. So we're moving along there. Battle rifles are finished. Submachine guns, it's all 3 on the bottom, the ISO 45, the ISO 9mm, and the Lockman Shroud. Each one of those we need to get the long shots, then headshots, and Orion will unlock for them. LMGs are finished. Shotguns are finished as well. I've still got the crossbow. I got to pull that thing out and use it. It's never going to go away if I don't. Sniper rifles, the Karak, we still have a lot of leveling, and I've got a couple camos that I have left to get on the FGX Imperium. Honestly, I don't use those 2 guns that often. I am mostly an MCPR fan, but we're going to expand our horizons and get these guys knocked out pretty quick, especially with those 3 calling cards. Just got to do the camo work for the 9mm Damon. And in the launcher category, I still haven't done progress on these guys. I'm held up with the destroying enemy equipment, which is the platinum. And I honestly just got irritated with it and never went back. So once we get everything else done, I'll probably be that guy running around with the launchers. Apologies ahead of time. And then, as I said before, just a little bit of work on the Tonfa and the dual Camos. And all the melee ones will be completed as well. So we've still got quite a bit of time left over and progressing along very nicely. And I don't see it's going to be a problem for us before the end of Season 6 to have all of these knocked out, all the Prestige Masteries, and all the camos. Speaking of current events, though, as far as the Haunting is still going on right now, and I want to jump over real quick and just cover my progress personally on that. As far as the Operation Nightmare, I've done everything but the Butcher. Can't seem to do that without getting ambushed or having it camped. So that's fun times. And then with the Captured Souls, I like to start with the most expensive items and work my way back. It's kind of like that theory that if you have 3 jobs to do, start with the hardest one, because then it just gets easier as you go along. So, personal preference as far as how I go. So I've only got the last half there, and they're all the small totals. So that shouldn't take too long to finish that out either. The Violent End, the Death Ray, and the Bloody Mess are the weapons you get through the Haunting. I have not used any of them yet. The the Bloody Mess is a Bass P, which I do like the Bass P. So, you know what? We're going to give that one a try, and I'll tell you guys what I think of it. These are the attachments it comes with. And then the other gun you get through the Haunting is a Vaznev, and that one is the Violent End. And here's the attachments it comes with. And then finally, the Alien Death Ray is a 50GS handgun. Now, I have shot this, and actually I think this is a pretty good gun. It's a shame I got all my pistol work done, because this thing was hitting hard and dropping. A headshot is powerful on that gun. So there you go. Well, guys, that's going to be the end of the video here for me. I'm getting ready to do some hardcore, get some of those long shots knocked out. But if you like the content, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment. And I'll see you out there, guys. Take care.